Russell Brand attempts to mentor Lily Phillips on her current career choices. He also speaks to her about God and what the Bible says about her lifestyle. Now, I want to show you guys this video because I want you to see her response. But also, hopefully, if there's someone who's considering to start a career such as this, I want them to see this so maybe they would consider turning away from this, okay? Let's go ahead and hop into this video, watch it, and react to it. Before we do me a quick favor. Hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm so that this video can reach more people like yourself. I truly appreciate you guys, and if you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and tap that subscribe button, and let's hop into this video right now.
But one thing I wanted to bring to you is, like, it was my wife actually was talking about someone she knew where there was an exercise or fitness instructor who was also on OnlyFans. When I heard that, this is what I felt, mate. I was like, whoa, like that means, like, I'm thinking about myself when I'm 17. Like, if it would have been possible that you could sort of see a mum at a school or a teacher or anyone actually, and then somewhere else you could go and pay money and see that person take their clothes off and perform the most intimate things, I don't know what would have happened to me psychologically. That's just so overwhelming and so ridiculous and so exciting. But also, it's reducing everybody to a kind of object. Now, I don't think sex is the only way we do that. I think we look at relationships transactionally in a general way. You know, what can you do for me? Can you get me money? Can you get me power? You know, you now, I guess you're in LA, so you're going to be hooking up with people that are influential. And if I do this with that person, sooner or later someone's going to suggest that you have sex with Jake Paul and Logan Paul or everyone in the Paul family. You know, all of these things are like available to us. But this is it. Like, this is, oh gosh, I can't believe I'm going to quote scripture. But in Corinthians, Paul says, did you not know that your body is a temple? Did you not know that your body is a temple? And he says that to the people of Corinth, I figure, because they're all out there thinking, let's get on it. Like, they're having it. And like, when I heard, do you not know that your body is a temple? I thought about the things that I've done sexually over my life. There's just the multiple partners, the transactional nature, sleeping with people in bathrooms, all completely consensual. It's not about the consensual component. It's about what it was doing to me and what it's done to me and what it's done to other people, actually, and the impact that it's had on people. And I feel like this is something that we have to discuss, because I believe that it's real, mate. And when you said the thing about like not wanting to disappoint the men that travel a long way to sleep with you, or feeling encroached upon by the camera crew, I wonder what you recognize that feeling as being in yourself, where you feel like it comes from.
You know what? I'm just a people pleaser, and it was making me feel awkward, the kind of conversation. That's kind of all, really. It wasn't necessarily this like massive thing. I just wanted to please these guys, and I felt kind of bad that I'd invited them to this thing, and you know, I couldn't do that for them. But yeah, that's all I can say on that, really.
I think her answer was vague because she's trying, like, she has to keep this position that she really enjoys what she does. And I think that she doesn't, based off of, you know, what I can see and how she was crying after she did what she did with the 100 men. It seemed as if there was a spiritual and emotional cry, outroar, after the fact, you know what I mean? And it makes sense because anyone who's done that kind of work, they always say at the end that they wish they didn't do it. They said it was meaningless. It was vanity. There was no good that came out of it. And I think Lily Phillips is going to be, you know, another statistic. If she doesn't get her act together, she's going to be just like everyone else, getting to the end of the road, realizing there was nothing there that was worth going through everything that you went through. And so I think that's why her answer was vague. She doesn't want to lose any opportunities in the future, so she has to remain optimistic about the things that she's doing, even though she may not exactly love it. She may like it because of the money and the things that come with it, but does she love it? I don't think so. Let's continue on.
And if someone's doing something as striking as you're doing, it's difficult for me. I feel like a sense I want to reach out to you a little bit, because I suppose when I was younger and before I was married and before I had children, I suppose if I'd heard of you, I would have been happy to see you as an object and not to investigate that any further. But as a adult man and as a man of God, how I see you is a fellow child of God. And part of me feels like, I wonder if there is any way that I can offer you some protection or service or counsel. And it's very interesting because I deal with drug addicts all the time. And I know if someone ain't asking for help, that means they don't want help. If someone's taking a bunch of drugs and they're having a wild old time, then they don't want you. They want you to just mind your own business.
Okay, so this is Nyla Ray. For those of you that do not know who she is, she's a former OF content creator, now Christian. She gave her life to Jesus Christ, and she's been living for Him ever since. She deleted everything that she had online, and she took a complete 180. On her life. She does not do that kind of stuff. She doesn't have the same things. Like, she just let go of the entire lifestyle. This is her speaking on Lily Phillips in the situation. She spoke to Lily, or I think she said she reached out to her. I don't think Lily responded, but this is what she had to say. Let's check it out.
You guys already know this picture here. So I saw the interview between Candace Owens and Lily Phillips. I found it very interesting, very, very interesting for a couple of reasons, and we're going to go through them. So this was an interview done by Candace Owens, the Nelk Boys, and Lily Phillips. I just got done watching it, and I had some of my own kind of viewpoints on this, previously being in the industry of OnlyFans. So I think Candace brought up some really good points about her parents and what their involvement is with this whole situation. I find it really disturbing that her mom is not acting like a mom, and she's that more so acting like her friend. You know what I'm saying? She's not being a parent. She's letting her child parent her almost, which is shame on you. Literally shame on you as a parent. That's horrible, but I understand it. So the only person I had a relationship with while I was on OnlyFans was my dad, and my dad was stealing money from me. All he ever called me to ask me was for more money. That was it, but completely told me what I was doing was fine. And he's literally an ex-pastor. So it doesn't really line up. However, I find it so disturbing that her parents they didn't disown her. I'm really thankful for that, because yes, that could have caused detrimental effects. However, what could be more detrimental than sleeping with 1,000 guys in one day? The effects on that, will last years and years and years. And yes, God can provide so much healing and completely heal you, Lily. For sure he can. However, you making these choices, her making these choices to do these things to break a record, is that record that important? That your body, soul, and mind ends up feeling worth nothing? Used completely? I can't wrap my brain around it. I really can't. And I've reached out to Lily just recently. A lot of people have been asking me oh, Nala, save Lily, save Lily. I cannot save her. I'm so sorry. I don't have the answer for you. However, we can pray. You guys, you don't understand how powerful prayer is until you try it. So you never know what God could do. You never know who he could put in front of her for this situation to never actually go through. I think she's really tripping herself out in her mind, thinking this is really what she wants to do and become famous for it. But then everyone will just know you for the girl who slept with, if she goes through with it, 1,400 men? 1,400 men. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible to watch this play out, and it's terrifying a little bit. So, but I've actually had quite a few.
This is coming from a former OF content creator. The fact that she's saying that this is horrible lets you know the difference in doing regular OF content, which is bad by itself, but Lily taking it to a whole nother level and doing what she's doing. It is just utterly vile, and it's something that no one wants to see. But listen to what she's about to say right here, because she said a lot of OnlyFans creators have been, bashing her for speaking out. Listen to what she's about to say.
Girls from OnlyFans just recently reach out to me and literally tell me to shut my mouth up and stop being a whistleblower. And I'm like, what are you afraid of? Losing out on your bag? I understand that selfishness. I was there once. I totally get it, but I will continue to whistleblow. You know why? Because this doesn't scare me. This doesn't. If I can bring light into a very, very dark situation that could end up helping people, instead of these girls, which I was once, stop being so selfish and not thinking about others. I took part in helping other people's relationships fail because I was the other girl talking to you on the other side of the screen. I was that girl. I was the girl you came to for pleasure. You know what I'm saying? So I understand this. I really do. But I will never shut my mouth on something like this. This is a very dark thing that God needs to start shedding light on. And he's going to start using people like me. He's going to start using others.
Look, I'm no prophet or anything like that, but seems to me like God is using some people to reach Lily Phillips. Having, Nyla speak on Lily Phillips and, Russell Brand doing a video with her. This is warning to Lily Phillips. This is, God using his people to be a vessel to tell Lily Phillips to stop doing what she's doing. Now, will Lily Phillips listen? I don't know. I think she's infatuated by the kind of money that she's getting, the fame. All you got to do is type in Lily Phillips on any search engine, and a lot of videos will pull up. But just like Nyla Ray said, is it worth it? Is it worth it? I don't think so. I don't think it's worth wrecking someone's family. I don't think it's worth wrecking someone's psyche. Okay. I don't think that it's worth your own body and wrecking your own body and destroying your mind and your spirit with this and having this haunt you in the future. The money and fame just doesn't seem worth it. It doesn't seem worth it. So if you are someone who's thinking about doing this kind of content, I really want you to think deep about this, okay? And ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it worth it? And I think if you do that, by the time you get to your final answer, it will probably always be no. Okay? It will be no. It's not worth it. Unless you're selfish and you only care about yourself, then it may be worth it. But if you have a heart, it's not worth it. So many lives have been damaged by this. I've been plagued with it since I was like 10 years old. Okay? It's been a battle of mine. One of the battles that I've, hardest battles I've ever faced in my life is to stay away from sexual immorality. And that's a lot of men and women. And the type of things that are just easily available on the internet makes it easier to dive into that kind of stuff. And so I know the struggle. I know that it's hard. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Shout out to Nyla Ray and Russell Brand for speaking on this. These are two Christians that are new to the faith, essentially. Nyla had a father that was a pastor, and she's kind of been in the faith, but she really gave her life to Christ not too long ago, and so did Russell Brand. And they are preaching, essentially, or evangelizing to Lily Phillips and begging her to change what she's doing. And I think that's awesome. Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section. If you're new to the channel and you like what you see, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button and hit the post notification bell so you do not miss another video. My name's Aaron Page. I'll catch y'all on the next video. Until next time, I'm out.